originally from America, and I've been living abroad for many years now. I've been currently in Japan, and have a wife and 3 kids, and I've basically been in business for myself since age around 24.
Okay, Jeremy, let's move on to question number 8. What is the most important advice you have for those new to the internet and those struggling to have a breakthrough? What sort of advice could you give these people?
Basically, if you're just starting out, you need to figure out what you want to do, you know? Do you want to do A, B, or C, you know? And if you don't know, just do some research, just kind of play around and check different things out until you figure out what you want to do. Subscribe to people's newsletters, maybe buy a few ebooks and read them, you know? Join a few membership sites and check them out. And the best thing you can do, really, is to observe. Observe well. Don't just join a membership site and get the product and download it and leave. No. Go to the sales page, read the sales page, and think, wow, how did this guy write this copy? How did this guy write this copy that made me buy this book? What were the key words or triggers that made me buy this book? Write those down. Those are sale copy points you can use for your own business. When you're buying the product, think about the order process. What happened? Was it nice? Was it hard? Was it easy? Take notes. You know, when you go to the login page, take notes. You know, what's going on here? You know, what is this guy trying to sell me? Is there an upsell? Is there a downsell? Is there a second offer? Is there a recommendation on the thank you page? Is there something in the email that was sent to me? You know, be really observant and just soak it all in and see what's happening. See how things work. Go to big business sites, see how they're set up, see what's happening, you know. Just really do a lot of research. And once you figure out what you want to do, then really go after that market or that niche and think, what could I do to help people out, really? You know, what can I provide that's filling a gap, you know, filling a hole, basically, you know? How can I fill this hole that's missing? So you need to figure out some kind of value or service that you can provide people that people will pay you money for, you know? And once you figure that out, just keep doing it, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much how it works, offline or online, doesn't matter, but you really need to find yourself, figure out what you want to do first.
I grew up in Toccoa, Georgia. It's a small town in North Georgia in the U.S. I moved in with my dad when I was 15 years old and lived in the suburbs of Atlanta. In your opinion, what are the best products to market on the internet? I think digital products are good because you can provide instant delivery. People are looking for information. However, there are plenty of people who sell physical products and make a lot of money. It all depends on what you're passionate about. The real secret is to automate as much of your business as you can and to automate as much of your sales process as you can. Then you can focus on other things. Do you need to have your own products? Please provide a brief explanation. I probably make more money from selling others' products. The reason is that I use them for upsells and cross-sales. I seek out products that complement my offerings. Again, it's all about what you're interested in. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. If you can learn to do a little writing and you can write about things you care about, you can sell anything. If you don't want the hassles of selling your own products, then you can sell someone else's. Just try the product prior to selling it. If you won't invest your own money in it, why would you ask someone else to? I do a combination of products. I have some resale products on my sites that I make better by adding the best bonuses I can find. I also have PLR products, private label rights. I've turned into better products by rewriting them, adding more and better material, and then adding some bonuses. I also have my own products I sell that I've written and created bonuses for. It's better to diversify. You don't want to offer your readers everything. Select the best or create the best and then offer it.
I'm originally from Switzerland, where I grew up in the ski resort at Klosters. As you can probably tell by my name, I'm not of Swiss ancestry, though. My birth father was Irish-American. My stepfather is Swiss. In the early 60s, We moved to Canada where my parents bought a large cattle ranch. Throughout my early teens, I was a cowboy, riding the range with the older cowhands and bringing in the hay with the hay crews. Working with some of those characters probably helped mold my fierce independence and the need to always work for myself. The older cowboys never treated me as a kid because I pulled my own weight. I was treated with the same respect as an older cowboy and never bossed around. I found it very hard to settle for a job where someone was my boss. By the late 70s, I was starting my own businesses and learning all the skills that a good entrepreneur needs. I learned business building, marketing, management, and I ran a number of varied businesses over the years. I had a hot tub and greenhouse building business, board game company, candle factory, fish store, construction company, and other small businesses. I did get involved in marketing on the internet back in 1995, but it was a short-lived venture as my partner and I were a little ahead of the curve and had a hard time selling our idea. We were attempting to sell virtual used car sales lots to Vancouver Island dealerships. Unfortunately, most dealers hadn't even heard of internet yet and couldn't be convinced of the benefits. Then, my construction business had me coming to Osaka, Japan to build 2x4 houses after the Kobe earthquake. I had a few hectic years trying to learn Japanese language at the same time as I was running construction sites. I didn't do anything significant on the internet for many years. In 2004, I got married to my Reiko and life changed. I had a soulmate who I wanted to spend all my time with and travel the world with. So I decided it was time to get back on the internet as I saw it as a means to work from anywhere in the world. But it wasn't until 2006 that I really got going on my internet business. By then, the infrastructure of payment processors and autoresponders was well established, and I could see that doing business was going to be a lot easier than it had been years before. Now, I'm involved with my online business on a full-time basis. There are many ways to drive traffic to a website. In your opinion, which are the top 3? Please explain why you selected these and provide some tips. I think different methods will work for different products, different markets. What works for one marketer may not always be the best for another marketer. Myself, I've had the best success with forums, JV partners, and articles. I use forums a lot because they allow me to focus my message to my target market. Since I create a lot of how-to products for marketers, the Warrior Forum is my best medium. After I create a new report or video set, I first debut it in the Warrior Special Offer section, and I get an instant flood of traffic. I also frequent a few other forums and have smaller traffic flows from those. The thing with forum marketing is you really have to be involved with the forum and be developing relationships for it to pay off. You can't just spam forums and hope to get any business out of it. We see these tactics being used by those who don't really know what they're doing and simply enter a forum to advertise to its members. But that kind of marketing never pays off. In a forum, it's all about your reputation. Very important to build a good reputation by being a helpful, supportive member of the forum community. The forum is also a great place to meet other marketers, and this is where most of my JV partners come from, and they in turn send a lot of traffic to my site when we collaborate on promotions. Being an internet marketer is looked at as kind of a lone wolf profession, sitting behind your computer screen and not really having to deal with people. But to be truly successful, you need to develop good relationships with other marketers and get involved in joint ventures with each other. The third method I like is the use of articles. And with articles, you can get more of a steady flow of traffic into your websites. And articles are so flexible in how you use them. You can submit your article to the article directories, you can use them on your blog, create a Squidoo lens. There are so many ways you can use them. Quite often, if I do a keyword search on Google, I'll find one of my articles ranking high in the results and driving traffic to a website that can't get that same ranking. By using articles in a variety of ways, you increase your presence on the internet and the amount of people who find their way to your sites. Obviously, you have to spread your traffic generation over a number of techniques. You should never rely on just one source of traffic.